Okay, 1974, first generation Bronco. Just as nice a one as you'd ever want to find. We've got a couple others. This thing is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. 302 V8 motor. They came originally with a standard 6-cylinder. V8 is an option in a 302 2-barrel. This particular one is a 302 4-barrel. Ford intake manifold, 600 Hawley carburetor on it, vacuum secondaries. It's got a Hawley air cleaner intake system on it. Aluminum valve pans, cast iron exhaust manifolds that go into a nice dual exhaust system. High flow, high capacity radiator to go along with it. Power steering, bladed fan behind the radiator to cool. Does have functional windshield washers on it. Engine compartment is incredibly clean and straight and nice. They even went as far as to put the shocks on the hood instead of the prop rod, so that you can hold the hood up as you're working on the car or showing it to the people that want to see under the hood. Great clean engine compartment, no leaks. Beautiful, beautiful vehicle underneath the hood. You'd be very, very happy to show this engine compartment to anyone. Okay, on our 74 first generation Bronco, you can see the paint on this car is absolutely gorgeous. It couldn't possibly be much nicer than it is. The hood fitment, as you can see, is really, really nice. Grills painted high gloss red, the same as the entire vehicle, really. Gap on this side is just the same as it is on the passenger side. Really nice. Across the back, everything lines up. Chrome plated hook on the center of the hood. High gloss front bumper. Trim around the headlights is nice and shiny. The chrome is very, very nice. No pits or marks or anything on it. Amber turn signal parking lights in the front. Very nice condition, nice and clear and crisp and clean. Very nice front end on this car. There's absolutely nothing that you could say negative about the nose of this car. It's very, very nice. Okay, going down the driver's side of our little Bronco, 302 emblem on the front, designating what the engine is in this particular vehicle. As you can see, the side marker lights nice and clean and fresh looking, not cloudy at all. 1150 by 15 BFG TAs, all four corners, all brand new. Really nice condition. The Bronco emblem on the side, the chrome is fresh and clean. No pits or marks on it or anything. Tinted windshield in the front. Correct arms and blades for the windshield wipers. Soft trim around the wings is very, very nice on the car. Original Ford equipment type chrome mirrors on it. You can see the transition from the front fender onto the door. Very, very, very nice. Paint on this car is just exemplary. It's very, very nice. Smoke glass on the sides to complement the tinted windshield in the front. Again, a little darker smoke on the back part of the windows. Fender flares in the back. There are none on the front. Kind of gives it a little bit of a wider look in the back, but more of a stock look in the front. Nice way to do it. I've never had one before that was done this way, but it gives it more of an original look. But yet you're not going to get all the splash and everything because it does have flares in the back. A single gas tank in the back. Gauges do all function in this vehicle. It does have an automatic shift on the column, which is the way it would have come from the factory instead of being on the floor. It does have the double shifters on the floor the way it should be from the factory, though. Very, very nicely done. There's really nothing to say on the side of this vehicle. It's just very, very straight. Side marker light in the back is nice. Where the quarter panel goes on to the rear tail section, you probably can't even see it in the video, but you barely feel it. That's how nicely it fits. And again, the side of this vehicle is just as nice and straight. No dents, no marks, no dings, no imperfections in the paint. Very, very nice vehicle. Okay, going around the back of this guy, you can see that everything on this one is red. You have to like red. This one's got a lot of it. The interior is absolutely gorgeous in this. It does have an entire full perimeter roll cage in it. So it goes clean up from the windshield, clean to the back of the vehicle, giving you a lot of structural rigidity, but a safety factor also in this particular vehicle. The other ones we have also have cages in them, not to this extent. The interior is beautiful. The upholstery is very nice on it. Around the back of it, you can see, of course, the smoke glass window. No dents in the tail section of the vehicle. Ford nicely done on the back. Back bumper is very, very nice, not misaligned or anything. The frame sections are real straight on it. You have two stainless steel dual exhaust tips, one for each side coming out. Back, just very nicely done. Again, the recessed glass plastic tail lights are just as clean and shiny and nice as could be, both sides. The back end of the vehicle is laser straight. It's very, very nice. You gotta like red. It's all here. Okay, going down the passenger side of our Bronco. Same thing. Side marker light, nice and clean. Fresh looking plastic. Fender flare, very nice. Stainless fasteners, which I neglected to mention on the other side. They're recessed and they're very, very nicely done. Stainless fasteners on the rear fender flares. And as I said, the 1150-15 BFGs are all as new condition. They're incredibly nice condition tires. The trim around the windows, both sides, is nice. The whiskers, the window wipes, very nice condition. The door handles, the chrome is nice and thick. Does have a right-hand mirror, which, as far as I'm concerned, is mandatory for anything that you drive. Quarter panel onto the door, just as nice as you could ever hope for. Again, you can see there's just no imperfections, no dents, no marks, no distortions whatsoever, no ripples in the sides of the body. Bronco on the front again. Tell you what, there's really nothing to say negative on this one either. We've been really, really lucky. Kevin's been absolutely banging these. You're just finding them in private collections for us to do something with, and this is a good example of a Bronco. This one is more stock. We've got three of them for you right now. We've got one that is a stick. They're all complete different personalities. One's a stick, basic standard motor with a 2-barrel in it, power steering, great vehicle, absolutely gorgeous paint job on it. This one is more of a stock one, more of a stock height. The interior is very similar to the other first one that we have. This one has a big console section in the center. The seats are gorgeous, front and back. The fitment of everything in the interior, armrests, all your appointments in this is just as nice as you could possibly ever ask to have one. Everything fits as it should. These things are very, very difficult to find in this condition. There's a chip here. I didn't see it before. We have one little brush touch to do on this vehicle. There is a chip here, so we did find something. Hard to find these things, and we do have three of them available. All three of them have complete different personalities, different appointments. So one of them is a stick with a basic motor in it. One of them is a juiced up 302. This one's an automatic, the other one's an automatic. The other one has a lift kit and a heavy suspension and a winch on the front. This one is more of a stock-oriented vehicle. There's something you could take and use on a daily basis and get in and out of it without using a rope to climb in or steps or anything else. This is more of a stock vehicle, automatic, shift on a column, power steering, great vehicle. And again, we have three of them, all three different personalities. We've got 71 with the stick. We got this guy here, which is 74. And then we have our 76, which is also soft top with a lift kit, a real like macho machine compared to the stock oriented one that we have here. Three different personalities, three different vehicles, and there's a buyer for every one of them. And you can buy it here at HANKSTERS in Daytona Beach, Florida. All right, we're underneath our 1974 first generation Bronco, the one that's all red. We've got three of them now, but this is the one that is all red. 302, 4-barrel, automatic, power steering. Underneath the vehicle, there's new shocks, As you can see, the front differential has no leaks whatsoever on it. Same way with the transmission. Drum brakes in the front. All the hardware appears to be new. Front stabilizer, shock for the steering. 2 1/4 inch exhaust coming off the standard cast iron exhaust manifolds. As you can see, the frame on this car is just absolutely gorgeous. Black paint, no scale, no rust, no issues at all, no dents anywhere even on the frame anywhere from being jacked up through the years. Floor pans are original in appearance. The drop downs from the floor pans to the rocker panels appear to all be original. The structural bracing is all nice and fresh and clean looking. No rust at all anywhere underneath this vehicle, none, zero. Transfer case, again, no leaks. Transmission, as I stated, no leaks. 2 1/4 inch pipes coming off the headers, going into 2 high-flow stainless steel mufflers. New U-joints on it. The drive shaft has a date on it, 327. It's either 15 or 8. Well, it can't be 18. So it's 32715. So that tells you when the drive line's been freshened up in this vehicle anyway. Parking brake assembly is functional and all nice and clean. New brake lines going toward the rear. They all appear to be stainless steel. Heavy duty front springs in the vehicle. You can see there's still shiny paint on them. A little bit of a suspension lift on this instead of just doing a body lift like most people do. This guy has a suspension lift on it. It's a mild one. It's not real high in the air, but just enough to give it a nice aesthetic appeal. A very, very nice vehicle so far. No issues on the floorboards, frame, nothing structural that's been compromised on it anywhere. There's no accidents or anything apparent. The vehicle is just absolutely no leaks, no drips, no nothing on any end. Nice looking vehicle. Okay, as you can see, stainless steel mufflers, they'll never go bad. A really nice arch to the rear springs that are on this Bronco. New heavy duty gas shocks in the rear. Drum brakes in the rear as there are in the front. 2 1/8 inch tailpipes out of the mufflers, transitioning into 2 stainless steel roll tip exhaust ends, one at each corner of the vehicle. Heavy duty Ford rear end, pumpkin type. Gas tank has a skid plate on it. Floor pans in the rear are just absolutely flawless. There's no dents, marks, dings, scale, rust, nothing. Absolutely nothing underneath this vehicle to complain about. It's worth studying the pictures that we do with these vehicles. We try to get as high resolution as we possibly can underneath the vehicles, especially so that you can see the condition that they're in, so that we're not going to misrepresent something to you. You're going to see that what we're telling you is fact. And this vehicle is a rust-free, gorgeous 1974 Bronco in a great color, all red, and you got 3 to choose from here at HANKSTERS.